Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, and the Washington Commanders just made their 4th round pick, round 4, pick 128. They selected Virginia Tech receiver Jaylin Lane, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like this pick, man. I've already seen fans complain they want an edge rusher, they wanted a running back, and look, I still want a running back, but this running back class is stacked, so I know we don't pick until 205, which is a while away, right? But the hope is that there are still running backs available, and there should be because of how stacked this running back class is. At edge rusher, at this point, we probably just aren't going to end up with a contributor at edge rusher. Braden Swinson, he was on the board when we picked, and he's still on the board. Yeah, he's still on the board right now. I'm watching the draft as I'm recording this video, but we decided to not pick him. Kyle Kennard went like 2-3 picks before us to the Chargers, so just didn't have a lot of options at edge rusher, so we decided to go with receiver Jaylin Lane, who is an absolute athlete, man. I watched Jaylin Lane about 3 to 4 weeks ago. He's a baller. He's a baller. He is my wide receiver number 20, and I had him going in the round 4 to round 5 range, and we took him in the range where I expected him to go, or where he should have went, and he did go in this range, man. He is super, super fast, man. 4.34 40 ran at the combine. That's incredible. 40-inch vertical. And by the way, he's 5'9", 191 pounds, and he jumped 40 inches in the air. Insane. 11-inch broad, an elite shuttle time, and an elite 3-cone. I mean, this guy is explosive. He is an absolute athlete, man. He has great speed, and like I said, that explosion, it shows up on tape. There's a variety of ways in which you can use Jaylin Lane. You can use him out the backfield, on reverses, on screens. He's the type of guy, you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest. And we needed a type of guy like that. I mean, we got Debo, right, but he's only here for 1 year, and we didn't have much speed in our receiver core. Our fastest receiver was Terry. Outside of him, not a ton of fast guys. Debo's like a low 4.4 guy or sub 4.5 guy. Michael Gallup, he's not super fast. KJ Osborne isn't super fast. Noah Brown isn't super fast, right? So we needed another guy in this receiver room that had speed, and Jaylin Lane gives us that, man. I like this pick a lot. I'll keep just reading off some of his strengths. He is great in the open space. Once again, you get it in his hands, he's going to do the rest. He is a dynamic returner. I love that. We didn't know who was going to be our returner. I didn't really know anyone on the roster who had returner experience or who could be our returner. I mean, Eckler was our kick returner last year, but he suffered a concussion on the kick return, right? So we don't want to put him back there again. And then as for punt return, we didn't have a punt returner before this, right? We didn't know who was going to be our punt returner, and now we got that guy. Jaylin Lane is going to come in here and immediately return punts and kicks for us while he develops as a receiver, man, because he isn't a polished receiver, but he does have phenomenal traits like that speed, like that explosion, like that burst. I think he's a really good route runner. He doesn't have a terrific route tree. He definitely needs to develop that more, but what he is a really good route runner, man. So this is a guy I really, really like, man. We needed someone with speed on the offensive side of the ball, or just another guy with speed on the offensive side of the ball. And, hopefully we still take a running back. I still think we will in the 6th round, maybe 7th round, but probably 6th round. But, we'll see. We have ways to get there, right? So, we'll see if we take a running back. But, man, I really like this pick, man. I really like Jaylin Lane. He isn't the biggest guy, right? 5'9", 191 pounds, like I said. But what he has is speed, and that is something we definitely needed in this receiver room. He said on the Kay Adams show about a month ago that he loves Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is one of the picks that he absolutely loves, man. So, I like this pick. I like this pick. If I had to give this pick a grade, I would give it a B+. Jalen Royals was on the board. Elic Iomanor was on the board. I probably would have gone with Jalen Royals over Jaylin Lane. However, I still do not mind the pick of Jaylin Lane, man, because he's super fast, has great explosiveness, And he's one of those guys, again, you get the ball into his hands, he's going to do the rest, which is what we needed on this offense. We already have Debo. Why not get another guy like that? And we got him. So, once again, I absolutely love the pick, or I really like the pick. I wouldn't say like love it, or I like it. I like the pick. I'll just say that, right? And I'll probably learn to love it, and especially if he becomes a beast, right? But for now, I'll give it a B plus, man. He's going to provide this offense with something that they needed more of. All right, so that's it for today's video. Well, I'll check up on you guys later when the Commanders have their 6th and 7th round selections finalized, and I'll talk about those picks. Comment down below your thoughts on this Jaylin Lane pick. Once again, I give it a B plus because, I mean, Jaylin Lane just provides us with something that we needed more of, which is speed. So I like the pick, and, you know, we'll see how he performs this year. I bet Cliff is really happy with the pick, and our special teams coordinator, Larry Izzo, because, once again, Lane does have returner ability. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.